Hello everyone. I thought I'd come over here and try and do a video. It's been a while. Gonna make a big poinsettia, or however you say that. I'm making this out of the big sheets of craft foam I purchased it at Walmart. I don't have a pack to show you, or I'd show it to you, but they're big sheets of heavy foam, craft foam. This is what it is. It's really heavy. Let's go over what we need. I have half of a 2-inch styrofoam ball cut in half. I took and pulled a bunch of berries out of artificial flowers, red and gold ones, and glued them on this. That's going to be my center. Probably need something besides this to do this on, but this is what I have, so I'm going to go ahead and do it. I'm going to hang this on my door. The craft foam will hold up out in the weather. I did a bunch of flowers a couple years ago for someone, and they wanted them to put on a graveside. So I told them, I said, I've never made any and then put them outside, so I don't know how they'll hold up. She took them and put them on the grave. About 3 weeks later, she went back and checked, and they was just as pretty as it was the day I made them. So this will hold up in the weather. But my door has a storm door in front of it, so that's why I'm going to go ahead and do it on this piece of foam. I said this is 5 inches, and then the center, I traced my 2-inch ball so I know where to put my flower petals. I just cut me 2 leaves, 2 different sizes, and then I just took and notched them out a little bit on each side. They don't have to be perfect. You don't even have to notch them out. But what I done on these is I used a hair straightener, one of these here, which I have plugged up. I've got them all ready except one of my leaves. This is how I cut my leaves. What I done is I folded them in half, and I just took my straightener, pressed it on there, and count to maybe 10 real quick, and take it off. And then you'll have that. I did that by folding it in several times, doing each side. Do this side again. We'll switch over to this side. Just make sure you keep using your straightener on the same side of the foam. I'll show you why in just a second. Now, could be the front, but I'm going to use the side that I put the heat tool on, and that way it's got more of a pattern than this side does. Now my leaves, when I flip it over, my leaves curled up wrong, so I'm going to just touch that to the tip for just a second. Hold it with my finger, wherever you want it to, whatever way you want it shaped, and just hold it, and after it cools, it'll stay in place. So I'm going to do that a little bit on each side here. Really nervous with this thing here because it gets super duper hot, and I've got it on low. Used to have a pink one here that was my granddaughter's, and she took it, and I was used to it. This one here has 2 settings, which I've got on the lowest setting, and it's still super hot. But you take and heat your phone, just press it down with your finger and hold it a second, and you'll get you shape. Now I have 5 big petals, 5 small petals, and then I have 5 leaves. I have not made one of these, so I don't know what it's going to look like. I hope after all I've went through it looks okay. I did cut about a 3/4 inch slit in my big ones. Now that I'm done with this here, I'm going to get it out of the way before I get burnt. Still sporting a burn on my arm, but that was from cooking. I'm going to take and glue these 2 flaps together. Sorry if the lighting is not good. I've got a light bulb out. I'm just going to take and hold that together. And that'll put us a little vein up the center. We'll do that to all of these. You just have to be careful with the heat tool, because if you leave it on there too long, it will burn your phone. When I made my big flowers, I didn't like the way some of them was coming out shaped, so you can heat it. Just leave it laying and it'll go back to its original shape, and then you can redo it. Got that one done. Well, I'm so hoping I can get back into doing my videos. I've just been having health issues. I just can't seem to get back in the swing of things. But I'm trying. I glued that in the wrong place. I'm glad I caught that. Glued the wrong side. Glad I caught that before it dried. Now let me try again. Okay, got that one. I'm not sure if I'll cut a slit in my small one or not. See the detail in that from where you use your hair straightener? You can do a lot of stuff with this foam with an iron, but doing that, I don't think so. All I'm doing is taking and overlapping my foam and gluing it together. But I wouldn't have never thought about making flowers out of this to put outside, because I never would have thought they would hold up. But actually it was my sister-in-law that had me do 10, and she said they held up better than the store-bought flowers. So I was glad to hear that, because even though I've never made them for outdoors, don't like selling something to someone that not sure if it's going to hold up or not. But I'm gonna take and glue one of these down. We'll start right on the edge of my line. I'm gonna want that to stand up. I don't want it to lay down. That's why I folded or cut a slit in the end and glued it together. I want it to stand up. And if it stands up too much, I can just go to the back side and glue it down. Got that one. Hoping I space these out right. If not, I'm sure I can pull them back up. I started to finish this one and then do another one, but I've been so slow lately getting anything done. Really miss doing my videos and stuff though. If these come out right, I'll show y'all about how much I'm spacing these out. It does take 1.5, close to 2 big sheets of this foam to do this. And if I would have had some more red, I would have made this really big. But this will be big enough to hang on my door. I believe this piece of foam will be okay because, like I said, it's going to be inside my storm door. Plus the foam's going to be covering it. The only thing I didn't do is I don't have, yeah, that one's just a bit too close, but I believe it will be okay. Now if I wanted them to lay down, I can go to the back side and glue them down some more. But I'm going to leave it just like that because I believe when I put my other petals on, it's going to be okay. Here's my 5 small ones that I got done. Nope, not going to slit these. I'm just going to glue them in between my other ones there. I believe they'll be just fine. I'm going to stay on my line and just go in between these other petals. And turn that around where y'all can see what I'm doing. Not sure how I will glue my leaves on. My leaves, I'll know when I get to them. Nothing like doing something for the first time, huh? Make sure I got this where I want it. Just going right in between my other petals. Hope y'all can see what I'm doing. I'm going to try and grab me a glue stick. Get off her cobweb. Turn this so I can make sure I'm getting it where I want it. You could use these for centerpieces on a table. And put a candle in the middle. Just don't put your centerpiece in. Youch. I think my spacing on that will be okay since this is going to go in the center. I'm going to try and get a bunch of glue on this styrofoam ball. Because we want it to stay. All I'm doing is putting a bunch of glue on the bottom of this. I'm going to pick this up so I can make sure I put it raw on it. And then hold it and let it dry. This would be a very pretty centerpiece for a candle. Yeah, that's quite pretty. Oh, that's not nice. That's what happens when you get in a hurry and don't let it dry. Okay, Connie, calm down a minute. Let me hold this just a minute. Leave that in the video, mistakes and all. I don't edit my videos. Y'all can learn from my mistakes, my boo-boos. Okay, let's try that again. I can't even get this in video. That's the best I can do. Now I got to figure out my leaves. I'm going to glue these on the back of my phone, my big petals. Because if I glue them onto the paper, you're not going to be able to see it. I stuck my finger in the glue. Oh, glad that was my fingernail. See, I'm super, super nervous. Woo. It will get better. Now, I just glued that on the back side of 2 of my petals. I'm sorry I can't get this all in frame. And all these glue webs. Oh, man. Come on there, take a hold. I get nervous about my record time. Then I try to rush. Now I'm gonna hold that there for just a second. I'm trying to keep my little ones out of the way because I don't want them glued down. Stay, please. I will just take some type of wire or something and glue it to the back of my phone to hang this up. 2 more to go. If I have time here, I want to get these glued on, I will try to get this in the video where y'all can see it. I'm just taking these leaves and I'm gluing them to the back side in the center of my 2 big ones. Got 1 more to go.